Sup, mate? How has the universe treated you? Ten chess games in a row. Against who? Have you won against Magnus Carlsen? Oh, okay. Random online people. Nice. Congratulations. Magnus too easy. I would have thought so. Only high IQ people visit the stream. Can't wait to see you win against, how's the other one called? Nakamura? The other Grandmaster? Hikaru. Hikaru Nakamura. Hikaru Nakamura-san. I can believe that. I don't play chess. I think it's been a very long time since I played chess the last time. Probably 15 years or something like that. Can't really play other games. What do you mean? Like, is your PC broken? Is your hand broken? Oh, your PC is pretty bad. Okay. My condolences. You could play like retro games. or you could play like. Oh wait, I definitely would not recommend you to emulate SNES games or something like that. That's something that you are not to do. Do you understand me? Twitch, YouTube, etc., etc. Do not, and I repeat, do not emulate old SNES games on your computer. I disavow of that action. Don't do that. Don't play like Mega Man X or Super Mario World or whatever cool games are out there on an emulator. This is forbidden. I think I like chess because of the ego boost when you win. I mean, if that gets you hard, go ahead. If you're smart, I can understand. How many cheaters have you encountered so far? Because there are, from what I heard, a certain amount of cheaters in the chess community. Like, they just put your moves into a chess computer and they just follow what the chess computer is doing. But on the contrary, when you lose, you feel like an absolute idiot. Oh, don't be ashamed. Everyone has to lose. That might actually be the case. You haven't played that much, that's why you cannot properly judge if the people you've played against might have actually have been cheaters. Sometimes when they find insane move sequences, I can't help but suspect. Sikagori, hi, how you doing? Welcome. I'm good as well. We're gonna listen to your track in a few minutes. Yes, this is improvised playing. I can prove it by That was your phone. Go ahead, check your messages. Thank you very much. Learn to play. Yes, if you're lazy, you're not going to get far. I agree with that. You don't need to have like an extreme theoretical background if you want to just improvise. If you want to improvise, you can do a lot already by ear and by muscle memory. But muscle memory is important. And the more pieces you've played, the more you can adapt whatever pieces you have played on the piano into your improvisation. But there are some very simple methods you can do in regards to improvisation. I love piano, but I'm more into drumming right now and I don't want to overload. You don't have to. Whatever you're doing, you don't have to be, or you aren't supposed to be lazy in regards to that. I agree, the drum set is a very pretty instrument. You can, for example, start off with, if you have access to a keyboard or piano or whatever, something that has a keyboard, you could start simple with improvising above just the white keys. Just use the white keys. That can be very simple. Improvise whatever. It can be melodies, it can be limp in the left hand, right hand. You can start with trying out strange chord progressions where you let's call them homophonic chord progressions, where you just play chords where both of your hands are going to play basically at the same time. So like something like this. Try basic chords at first. Then try to experiment with what notes you can add to the chords, to the basic chords, without sounding weird. And then sometimes you can try out a few black keys in between, inside the chord. For example, you can also go very slow. You don't have to be like directly have incredible speed. Start with simple melodies as well. It will definitely help. Okay, let us see, let us look. We have, oh, right. Sekigori, Mikasa. Mikasa e Tsukasa.
stars in the back of my head. I cannot get it out. It's a memory I shoved away. Of the world tearing when I didn't ask you out. Got it on lock now. Put my heart on lockdown. Oh, when a warning sign says stop, I want you to go now. Speaking sweet things to me. You're in my head 24/7. I got. But when a warning sign says stop, I want you to go now. Invited you to me 'cause I think time stops right there. I fainted at the thought of the possibility that you care. Then we flew too close to the sun. This high, just screw all the fun. I wanna be in your arms. Got it on lock now. Put my heart on lockdown. Oh, when a warning sign says stop, I want you to go now. Speaking sweet things to me. You're in my head 24/7. Oh God. But when a warning sign says stop, I want you to go now. Think I got it on lock now. Put my heart on lockdown. Oh, when the warning sign says stop, I want you to go now. Darling, it's yours. I'm freaking out on the cry. One way or another, one missing you that I'll confide. Got it on lock now. Put my heart on lockdown. Oh, when a warning sign says stop, I want you to go now. Speaking sweet things to me. You're in my head 24/7. Oh God. But when a warning sign says stop, I want you to go now. Now, put my heart on lockdown. Oh, when a warning sign says stop.
Okay. I think I'm going to mostly focus not on the instrumental but on vocals in this case. Yo, Emily ruining things. How are you doing? Ba-bum, bum-ba-dum, bum-ba-dum. Vocals. One thing that I've noticed is that I think you can focus a little bit more in on having a little bit of a clearer pronunciation of certain words and phrases so that people understand your lyrics a little bit more without having to rely on reading the lyrics.
I want you to go now. Speaking sweet things to me. Now, darling, it's yours. I'm freaking out on the cry. One way or another, one.
So, for example, the car ride, it was a little bit. Some people could understand it as chloride, for example.
I'm freaking out on the cry. One way or another, one missing you that I'll.
What about this
One
one?
way or another, one missing you.
One way or another, one. There's an it's.
You that one way or another, one missing you that I'll.
Because it sounds more like an itch, for example, or it's not an it's. And I know it can be difficult at the beginning, and I know there can be hurdles in that regard, but you have the opportunity to be like, okay, I'm going to do another take of that. I'm just going to do this little phrase, and I'm going to try to pronounce it properly, and I'm going to try to move my mouth a little bit more, because I always find it a little bit sad, and this is also in regards to, for example, mumble rap. You write lyrics, you put your thoughts into those words, but if you cannot really understand it in the end, as a general rule of thumb, I don't know if it's worth it to even write the lyrics at all, if people cannot properly understand what you're saying and what you're trying to convey. Like it's the most superficial layer of making people understand the content of your song. There are situations where you can go away from this rule and distort your voice and your speech purposefully. But as a general rule of thumb, I would recommend to try to pronounce it as clearly as you can. It's a little bit like the wait. Probably not noticed, right?
I said, bottom accents, say this phrase out loud. Earn, and earn. Hold on, earn. Aaron, earn, and iron, earn. Damn, what the fuck? We really talk like that?
Let me see it.
The realization.
Earn.
Let me see it.
Earn, the iron. What? Earn, the iron.
No,
Aaron, earned, and iron, earn.
Yes, this is exactly what I mean. And on top of that, in your case, it is becoming even more important with your track. And the reason for that is that you sometimes have a very unusual way of placing your phrases and placing syllables which should be which have an accent on places which don't have an accent in the meter.
In my head, I cannot get it out. It's a memory I shoved away. Of the world tearing when I didn't ask you out. Got it on lock now. Put my heart on lockdown.
And third thing, and maybe you heard it a little bit here,
Got it on lock now. Put my heart on.
when you decide to pitch specific notes too much, I don't know what tools you used to do that, but there are some cases where pitching them up too much also causes too much of an foreman shift, which creates a slight type of this chipmunk effect, let's call it that way. 11:19 is my favorite. No, don't. So much emotion. There are specific tools with which you can reduce the foreman shift depending on which pitch shifting tool you use or pitch correction tool you use. But in this case, it probably would even be better to make a retake of that specific phrase at the way closer at the pitch that you want it to be.
Lockdown, ask you out. Got it on lock now. Put my heart on lock.
You notice how
Ask you out. Got it on lock now. Put my heart on.
how weirdly the Put My Heart suddenly sounds.
When I didn't got it on lock now. Put my heart on.
Put my heart. You suddenly sound like a different singer.
When I didn't ask you out. Got it on lock now. Put my heart on lockdown. Oh.
Those are the few hints that I would give you. Okay, let's have Samo. I thought you aren't good with piano improvisations. You've been lying. Okay. Normally I wouldn't advise to do such a thing, but I think in this case you probably also have to send the bass at least a little bit into a reverb as well. Because the bass right now is the driest instrument that you have. Everything else is like enveloped in this beautiful, beautiful room. Like you have the ambience around that. The drums are a little bit closer. I don't think that you send them completely into the same room that you've done with the piano, for example. And then you have the bass, which is super close, super there. And be careful with sending bass instruments into reverb. What I would recommend you is to basically send them into the same reverb, or not in the same reverb, but send the bass into an additional bus where you have a low cut before the reverb effect, so that you don't emphasize too much of the low end with the reverb. That would be my recommendation. Saxophone is nice. You definitely try to alleviate the disadvantages of midified composition like that by using a lot of reverb, and also by not playing things that would make it even easier to hear that it's MIDI. What you can potentially do with the saxophone. Oh yeah, you did it a little bit there. You can definitely go even further with the let's call them artificial slides. Let's go from from this one to the next note, I wouldn't go. I wouldn't try to approach the note from the bottom, but I would try this. Do you get what I mean? Go chromatically down. There are 2 notes in between. For example. Then you can go from the bottom, because this is already a chromatic step. There is no way to, for example, emphasize this one. I always go up 1 note. Yes. Also, you don't restrict yourself to just using 1 note as the preface, however you want to call it. You can also... Don't make it too many, though. Okay. Emily. Okay, let me re-listen to this one. What is the is there a pattern in regards to where you have panned the snare strikes? Because the snare wanders around. Did you use like an auto panel or something like that? Set some time signature. Because for a moment I had like the interesting revelation that when this synthesizer set in, I had the feeling, and let me draw this on, that what happened was that the synthesizer, this is from the top, seemed to be always opposite of the snare, and they would circle around each other while keeping this distance. You notice what happens? At least here in the beginning, it happened so that every time you hear the synth, you would hear the snare at the opposite side, which would be a very cool revelation. Because in the beginning, here's the thing, this would be a great way to convey this idea of this wandering snare by later adding an element which, as the synth is really static and moves slowly around, and then you can always notice, okay, it always moves. They move together. They always move as a pair. I would ask the same question in regards to the kick drum. So in the beginning, the kick drum seems to be in the center, always. But later it gets really strange to localize it in the center. I don't know if this is because of the side chaining or whatever effect that is, but well, I really like it. It reminds me a little bit of where is it? Of XXYYXX. Is it about you? Lots of XXY. Yeah, I mean the pitched vocal samples that you've put, for example, in the beginning. This very slow beat, the sudden set-in of the hard synthesizers. Even though in regards to Panorama, this one is way more static than what you did. Yours would be really great for experimenting around as an actual 3D Dolby Atmos mix, for example. Like where stuff can actually like move around your head properly instead of what limited spaces there in left and right. But I really appreciate that you try to implement such a thing even in stereo, that you try to go out of your way and see Panorama as an additional potential musical element at the same height as harmony, melody, sound, etc. Because that doesn't happen very often. Wish I had the equipment to do it. What DAW are you working with? Wrote a custom plugin. Like, are you doing pure volume panning, or are you also doing delay panning or spectral panning with that plugin of yours? That might explain why your panning sounds a little bit different. Okay, yes, okay. That might explain why your panning sounds a little bit different, or a little bit different than just standard volume panning. Okay. Be careful with overusing phase inversion in that regard. If you use too much phase inversion, it can, and over an extended period of time, it can lead to, let's say, an unpleasant feeling for the listener. Just a small warning in that regard. Put a screenshot of it in. Oh, you put a screenshot of it. Where is it? Ritas. Did you write that with? How is it called? No, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Fuck. Juice, yes, the Juice framework. Okay. C++ with Juice framework. Okay. Nice. Very good. There were a lot of situations where I wanted to have like an panner which would work in a similar way that what yours does, which would be a panner that does not only just standard panning, but also does delay panning and potentially spectral panning. I think I built one once in Reaktor, but always having to load up a Reaktor plugin just to do that was too much of a hassle for me, in my opinion. So I skipped it. Yeah, I would also think so. But yeah, nice. Tell me when you're done with the tool and when you make it available for public use. Also would love, again, to have a spectral panning in there as well, which is having a cutoff filter for the left ear and not for the right ear. High cut, just to basically to emulate high frequencies bouncing off of your head. That would be a cool addition together with the coincidence stuff, with the runtime stuff, with the delay. Nice. Very nice. Let's see. Yeah, I wanted to go into mastering, So let's do that. 4 stereo tracks. Let me just summon the tracks that I need. And give me a little drink. Bounced files, stereo. Then second one is this one. Core. Or do you feel like giving up? Where's the last one? There we go. So let's check that we don't have like a stupid, hello, like Dolby Atmos renderer running. Analog 1, 2. Yes. No renderer. Okay.
Your demons on your track, so you can give me any reason, holding back so you fall apart.
So let's put some basic stuff on each of the tracks, and also let's put put together a mastering chain for everything together. The Pro 2 should at first be enough. Oversampling on 8. The 24 bits. True peak limiting. Okay. And out minus 0.1. Oh, what the fuck did I add?
Your demons.
It obviously does more than just add the highs there. Like, it definitely changes something about the curve below it, and that's what one of the things that that the passive equalizer does a little bit as well. What's the current loudness of this one?
holding
I mean, I can just check it with where is it? Noise reduction, RX Connect. I never looked at it in the spectrogram. Interesting. What is my current loudness control? Mine is 16. That's not much. So we definitely have to catch up a little bit in regards to loudness. But just a little bit. Also, thanks for the follow, one Rob CS. Appreciate it. You've been working on a track for a while? Okay. That's cool. Send it in. Rob. You can post it in hashtag feedback on stream.
and my name will be engraved in the Heartbreak Hall of Fame. And I'll tell the whole world that you're the one that got away. And my chest go down in flames. You want back, but it's too late. And I'll tell the whole world that you're the one that got away. And my name will be engraved in the Heartbreak Hall of Fame. And I'll tell the whole world that you're the one that got away. And my chest go down in flames. You want back, but it's too late. And I'll tell the whole world that you're the one that got away. Engraved by the flame, the one that got away. Down in flame, it's too late. The one that got away. Engraved by the flame, the one that got away. Down in flame, it's too late. The one that got away. 1, 2, 3, 4 days I'm here without you. I almost got my feelings and I don't worry about you. I showed my pain deeper, see I'm stronger.
cut off. Why would you do that? Okay. Let's start with one thing that you should definitely be wary about is for some of the chords,
Recall a thing.
connection harmony and or the harmonic layer and your vocals, which is the main melodic layer. So you have start with an C minor,
Until the whole world.
C minor chord, and then
Until the
D minor,
whole world that you don't.
which is already edging a little bit on the edge of dissonance in connection with the vocals.
One that got away.
Because you have this tension in there between the D and the E flat in the vocal melody. The third chord is making it even worse.
My chest go down.
A minor. There you have very much tension between the harmony and the vocals.
Flames, you want back, but it's too late. And until the whole world they.
Last one is okay again. F minor works in C minor. In my opinion, you have to make one of the two decisions in that regard. Number one, either have to change the chords a little bit more to something that fits the vocal melody a little bit more, or adapt the vocal melody the other way around, so that when the specific chord comes, the vocals are singing the specific melody. You would have to go into either, I don't know how you acquired the vocals. I assume that they are from like a sample library or from Splice or something like that. You would have to go in and and pitch them manually according to what the chord is below that. I personally would go more into the direction of doing the second thing, but it's more of a hassle because the style, the rest of the instrumental would fit very nicely with the chords that you have there. So like the it's a very cool, nice chord progression. But your melody just doesn't completely fit above it, right? Where was I? Let me check something.
World they lived in. And my name will be engraved in the Heartbreak Hall of Fame. And until the whole world that you the one that got away.
And the da 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 da. You messy what the color for the Panama away. No, that doesn't work. You cannot change the melody that much.
And my chest go down.
And my chest so down of faith. And my chest go down. Both of the notes are off in the third chord. Shit. You cannot really model and repitch this melody. Nah, that's difficult. That's a tough one that you've bestowed upon yourself to solve. Because the melody breaks apart as soon as I want to change the note. Because the melody lives off this repetitive pattern. It doesn't work. Unless you're looking to swap out the vocals for now, they're just filling the blank space. Okay. Like, I like the vocal pattern in itself, but again, it's just too many conflicts with the harmony and the melody not being able to adapt to each other that well. The way I see such things is more of a of a puzzle to be solved, and the satisfaction will come from solving the puzzle. Do I like the structure? I've little to none experience in music. You don't really have to have that.
It's too late. The one that got away. 1, 2, 3, would be great. But it's too late, and I'll tell worrying about my name will be great.
Structure works for me. Strangely enough, the saxophone pattern that you have playing in the background somehow works better against those strange chords that you have set out.
And I'll tell the whole world that you're the one that got away. And my chest go down in flames. You want back, but it's too late. And I'll tell the whole world that you're the one.
But yeah, I would say good luck to you in regards to finding a proper melody. So the chords are actually a sample I flipped. Okay. Yes, be careful with what you say. Too many people on too many lists recently. Oh, I'm playing with A minor, right? No. I mean the chord. This is A minor. No worries, man. Try to find someone who can vocally, who can do something with that in regards to vocals. There are plenty of feedback streamer channels where you can potentially ask for vocalists to help you with that. Okay. Let's go back to here. No. Hello? Well, yeah, you can send it to feedback streamers, but go into the Discord servers, in the communities. Go there, because there are so many people there that you can just say, hey, I'm looking for a vocalist, and you'll probably find some who can help you. Oh, what the fuck is that? DC offset. See if we can. Here's how you will face your demons on your track, so you can give me any reason holding back, so you fall apart, holding back, so so we're gonna compress the shit out of it, reduce the attack, listen to how the attack affects how much of the kick comes through. Full attack, short release. And now I reduce the attack. And now you hear the pumping. You hear the... But you don't want that pumping. Now we're going to reduce the threshold a little bit, so it just doesn't overdo it too much. And now we're going to do dry wet. Let's reduce it again. Let's see what the integrated says. Here's how you will face your demons on your track, so you can question is, where do I want to target it? I probably want to target it rather at -11. So I don't want to squash it too much. Now, I would love to find a way to measure the loudness of the bounce in LUFS without having to bounce it. Get loops without bouncing. Oh, yes. Wait. Now, how would I do that? That's interesting. Okay, fastest track to get loose. If it's entire with matrix, you have to do retime, or you could bounce it offline. Faster than retime. Oh, this was 2015. Oh, yes, real-time bounce. The problem is, if you use Sequoia, for example, Sequoia has a feature that allows you to see the loudness after the bounce without having to rely on an external plugin. Now, I would have to render all the plugins This is bad. This is really bad. I just want to be able to, okay, if I would bounce it now, how loud would it be? And I don't want to go through having to actually bounce it. Noise shipping optimized several times. Okay, let's just do it. Let's just broadcast wave, no MP3. Let's just go ahead and bounce it. Oh wait, I forgot that this might be terrible because so I think I wanted to go to -11 integrated loudness. Let's see what we get. Oh, -12.5. -11.9. Okay, so I can raise this by 0.9 dB. Always check what happens with your ears as well. Okay, now let's rebounce this again. We'll see if this will be enough. That's interesting. So this additional 1 dB didn't change the loudness at all. So I can just reverse that. 8.5, because I assume that it's going to have way more negative consequences than positive. So I have to find another way to add this dB. I probably know which way this is going to be. No. We're going to do a little bit of clipping. Okay, this is not a good idea. I don't want to reduce it to 16 bits. Nope. Distortion, saturation, linear, adaptive, sample rate stays, sample size stays. 1 dB. That is a bad idea. So the Logic plugin for that works way better, because I can add a very specific, very, very small amount of clipping. I doubt skip time, bits, sample rate, ripple. I mean, we can give it an MP3 feel if we want to. That's not what we want, is it? So let's remove all of that. Output level, automatic gain, mix. Yeah, we have to find another, and there must be another way. Let's try to wait. I have isotope trash. Isotope trash, so I can or wait, I maybe also have, wait, what about Saturn? Maybe Saturn can also help. FX, rectify, destroy, smudge, saturation, tape, nah, that's not what I want. Maybe the, when was it? Crash. So So distort, fry, weathered, soft taco, dry, faulty fuzz, retro saturate. Is there like just clip? Clip. I want clip. Is it correct? No. Fuzz. Faulty. Drive. Cactus. Crispy. Maybe I can just draw it myself. So everything above this threshold. Clip it.
How you will face your demons on your track, so you can give me any reason, holding back so you fall apart, holding back so you can give me any reason.
That wasn't a good idea. Bipolar. Your curve base result. Again, I want this to be as linear as possible, and just at the top to clip a little bit. This is too hard. There must be a better way. Graph. History. Nope. Options. I will stick to that for now.
Here's how you will face your demons on your track, so you can give me any reason,
2dB.
holding back so you fall apart, holding back so you can give me any reason. Here's how you
Now, how much? I mean, the most easiest and obvious way would be to reduce the volume of the clips before the drums set in by, what do we have? 0.5 dB. But we're getting definitely there. We maybe have overdone it. Yes, we have overdone it. little bit too much. 10.6. So interesting. Maybe like this.
Here's how you will face your demons on your
Maybe I choose the isotope one better. It's a little bit cleaner, so reduce that. Just use the maximizer. I think it was 0.4, and then we take the modern.
Here's how you will face.
So now we should have -11. Of course, we will reevaluate it compared to the other tracks as well with our most valuable tool, which is our ears. Most important tools. Oh, so close. So let's do that. Wait a second. Oh, that wasn't good. Okay. I have to rethink this. I probably made a mistake. So bounce mix. I think I'm not at -14. At -11. I wish there was a faster way to do this. There must be. Oh no. Oh no, my face is stuck. Give me a second. Where is it? Where is my head? There. There it is. Okay. 11.9. I think it would also be helpful a little bit to now comes the tricks. I assume that this is the edge. So let's, excuse me. Where would be the best point to cut? Probably here, right? A zero crossing. Now where is the end of this part? Somewhere here. I need a zero crossing. Where is the next big impact? Okay, here. And here. Now we are going to reduce this part by, excuse me, 0.5 dB, and this one as well. We can drive it. Holding back so you fall apart. Holding back so you. Maybe we reduce this by 3 dB or 1 dB. 1 dB down, 1 dB down. Okay. Brother can't get a time to recover. Let's refresh our heads a little bit and listen to the other tracks. Same ugly color, caught in this grueling cover. Just wait for another way. Let's reevaluate. Part of yours will break away. If this is what we want for the track. Don't say a word to a mother. Dear brother, can't get a time to recover. Our blood keeps the same ugly color. Caught in. Don't say a word to a mother. Dear brother, can't get a time to recover. Our blood keeps the same ugly color. Caught in this grueling cover.
recover. Our blood keeps the same ugly color.
Okay, let's work on the compressor for now. Reduce that.
Don't say a word to a mother.
It's a little bit too erratic.
Don't say a word to a mother.
Can I have a little bit more attack?
Dear brother, can't get a time to recover. Our blood keeps the same ugly color. Caught in this grueling cover. Don't say part of yours will break away. Word to a mother. You time to recover. Our blood keeps the same ugly color. Caught in this grueling cover. Dear brother, can't get a time to recover. Our blood keeps the same ugly color. Caught in this grueling cover.
A little bit of soothe up here, which I also heard in this track. Just reducing the S's a little bit. Make dynamic, please, in this direction. And
Holding back so you fall apart. Wait, don't say a word to a mother. Dear brother, a heartbeat away.
okay, then let's see what this one does. So I've adapted the loudness right now by ear, and now we're going to check if our measurements are holding up. Oh, 11.4. Okay. What about you? If this is going to be louder, I hope not. It already reached 12 without having an actual chorus. Shit. Oh, 10.4. So this will be better.
Brother, can't get a time to recover. Our blood keeps the
Now let's listen to the next one. Jesus, what's happening? What? There we go. Copy the channel strips, and we're going to deactivate them.
The more I get to know you,
Oh, this is very strange.
the more I get to know you.
Wait a second. Why is it on?
The more I get to know.
Oh, this is not on off. It's a link. Oh god, that's dumb. Okay, we learned something new.
The more I get to know you, strangest feeling I get from you. The more I get to know you, But you would never. The more I get to know you, the more I get to know you, Don't say a word to you. I get from you. The more I, dear brother, I get from you. Don't to know you.
Interesting. Okay. Let's see if we can adapt the loudness of the tracks to each other. So this one was I think it was below 11. It was 11.5 or something like that. I have to push this up a little bit again. reason I'm doing this comparison is how close is my actual perceived loudness compared to this seemingly standard form of measurement that everyone is using. So this needs a little bit more. 2.4. This one I think was too much, so this now should be at -11. We're gonna see about that in a second. Oh, we're already closing in on the 2-hour mark. I'm going to check out some other feedback streams in the meantime. Why don't I hear anything? Would be my question. No, everything seems to be working. Oh, okay, so we have someone with 11 viewers and no one is telling him that no one is hearing his music. Ah, there we go. Okay, we're going to get back to that later. 11. Wow, perfect. Hit the nail. Hit the nail on the spot, as you would say. Okay, then we have the next one. Let's see what our measurement is going to say about this one. Ooh. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Oh, this might need a little bit of a boost, even though it feels fuller and it feels louder. We're going to see about that. Probably have to separate the second part and be like, okay, second part is going to be 1 dB quieter overall. This was the break, the drum break. Yeah, I have to cut it. -14. Oh, that's not good. So let's... Where's the kick? I need a nice position to make a cut. Probably here. -1 dB. Okay, no, that wasn't a good idea. Okay, this is not.
Strangest feeling, strangest feeling, strangest feeling I get from you. The more I get to know you, to know you.
Okay, let's try again. Now it's getting a little bit closer. Again, our goal is -11. One thing that I have to be wary about is the fill. Where is it? Did it already happen? There it was. Oh, we might actually be able to reach the -11 this time. -11.6, okay. Interesting. Let's. I would actually agree. Okay.
Again. Now it's neither time nor place
Actually, I
to
think this
come.
needs not a.
We turn back on this road again. I hope that I could be the one to show that you can feel strong again. I'll go when you will need me most. How long have you been chasing ghosts? I won't return back on this road again. I could be the one to show that you can feel strong again. I'll go when you will need.
Okay, I think we also have to do a.
The wall, there's no.
cut between the different parts here. So let's do the kick minus 0.8 maybe.
That feeling to be wrong again.
Here, please 20 dB. And there we go. I think this is the perfect point to cut zero crossing. And then zero crossing. Okay. Point 1.
Begins. I know that feeling to be wrong.
Okay. Let's see how much we're measuring. One second, be right back. Minus 12.9. Oh God.
Little one to show that you can feel strong again. Now it's neither time nor place to come undone. The waitress, but finally what bothered me, you can feel strong again. I'll go when you will need me most. How long have you been chasing ghosts? I won't return back on this road again.
Okay. Let's see if we have. Oh, you know what? Can just. Now that probably isn't that good of an idea. 0.5. Well, we're going to try it anyway. 0.5 and 0.
I know that feeling. You're real.
It's fine.
Again. That feeling to be
Did we get closer? I'm gonna have to do a cleanup here. Uh, 11.9. 12. Shit. We're missing a dB. That's not good.
Again,
Where are we going to get that dB?
to be wrong. So I hope I could be the one to show that you can feel strong again.
Maybe this way? So this was number 13, so all the ones before can be deleted. We're definitely getting there. I'm going to do some fine-tuning tomorrow off stream. Oh. I think 11.2 is adequate.
Can't get through to know you. How long?
I think we might go down to 12 instead. That also might be a decision that I'm going to make. Okay. Let's see who's doing feedback streams right now. There was this iFeature Music guy who was working on tracks. Oh, he's using the Jacob Collier audience. Oh no. Yeah, there goes. We're going to go with a rate there. So rate iFeature Music. If it's even, yeah, it's possible. Good. Thanks everyone for joining the stream. Thanks for the tracks that you've sent in, and see you around next time.